Yeah, this is the guy I was trying to. This is the guy when the whole thing around P Diddy happened. I was like, yeah, it's Diddy. Yeah, Diddy was involved. We all know he was involved and what he was doing and everything. Yeah, and how he was like the Epstein of the music industry, or more so the rap and hip hop industry. He was the Epstein, the Jeffrey Epstein, P Diddy Epstein. But Diddy learned his trade from someone, right? This guy's hugging here. Sorry, mouth as dry as anything. This guy's hugging here is a Mr. Clive Davis. So, shall we go and look at the background of Mr. Clive Davis and his achievements? Here you go. Yeah, it's wiki, whatever, right? I can guarantee you that most of what's in here is the truth. Talks about like his when he was born, obviously all that stuff. Tells you his wife and his ex-wife's. Now, just before I start, one of his ex-wives, I can't find this Helen Cohen. I can't find any images of her. She passed away in 2015, but I can't find any images on her. This Janet Aldenberg. Now, what's wrong there, folks? What's wrong there? Huh? Why are them collarbones as straight as a fucking nail? Huh? What do you think's going on there? Look at them arms. Look at the arms. Is the penny dropping yet? Now he openly admits that he's bisexual. It's another one of these transformers. Anyway, he was married to her for 20 years. There was an interesting part down here, but I'll read you some of his early life, okay? So he was born in Brooklyn, New York, to Jewish parents, Herman and Florence Davis. His father was an electrician and salesman. Davis was raised in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and attended Erasmus High School. Erasmus High School, which was built. That was built a long time ago. When was that built? 1786. That school has been going since, the prestigious Erasmus High School. His mother died when he was at 47, and his father died the following year, so he moved in with his married sister, who raised him. Like these people, like who go to the very top, they always have something that happens when they're younger. Like one of their parents dies, or both of them die, and then they end up like they have a really bad beginning in life. It's always something that connects them. Um, Davis attended New York University of School and Arts, of Arts and Science, should I say, where he graduated magna cum laude with a degree in political science and Phi Beta Kappa. Now, this is interesting because when you go into this Phi Beta Kappa, right, society, it's the oldest academic honor society in the United States. The oldest. It's the oldest honor society in the United States. And this is where the guy came from that trained Diddy how to blackmail people. Interesting, isn't it? Phi Beta Kappa aims to promote and advocate excellence in the liberal arts and sciences, and to induct outstanding students of arts and science of all American colleges and universities. Since its inception, it inducted members included 17 United States presidents, wow, 42 United Supreme Court justices, and 136 Nobel laureates. It's interesting stuff, that isn't it? But gets better. The Phi Beta Kappa Society had its first meeting on December 1776 at the College of William and Mary Williamsburg, Virginia, by 5 students. With John Heath as its first president, the society established the precedent for naming American colleges societies after the initial letters of the secret Greek motto. The group consisted of students who frequented the Raleigh Tavern as a common meeting area on college campuses. The persistent story maintains that a Masonic Lodge also met at this tavern, but the Freemasons gathered at a different building in Windsor. It's like a little here when you talk about Freemasons, people they just call you a loony bin, but they're an actual thing. So what's to be called a loony bin for if they're an actual thing? And here you have a thing that was founded in 1776, and they're talking about them. Do you know? Little bit coinkadinkle. And this is the college that Clive Davis attended. Really? Really? There was another bit I wanted to read just down here. Where is it? Look at all the people that he signed. Like he had Columbia CBS Records, right? Davis practiced law in a small firm in New York, and then moved to Rossman Collin K. Pestek and Fraud for 2 years. Where partner Ralph Collin, so that must be his same-sex relationship that he had. He was initially a client for him, but then became a lover. He was only 28. Damn. Harvey Sheen. That's Harvey Sheen. Harvey Weinstein. So, see, and it's mostly the EINs. Epstein, Weinstein, Silverstein. Huh? They seem to be the ones that are like running the show. As part of a recognition of Columbia Records Group president Goddard Lieberson appointed Davis as administrative vice president and general manager in 1965. God, that's so quick to like move up, isn't it? Move up the ranks. He must have done something. In 1967, Davis attended the Monterey Pop Festival after his friends and business associate Lou Adler convinced him. He immediately signed. Now look, listen to these names he signed. Janis Joplin. Huh? Where is it? Santana. Carlos Santana. Bruce Springsteen. Billy Joel. Aerosmith. Pink Floyd. Oh. And I've no doubt, after all this stuff coming out about Diddy, that Davis would like to have control over these people. So he would have manipulated these people as well. The man's not just gonna manipulate one person and then everyone else is fine and gets away with it. No. The man would have manipulated everybody that he managed. I mean, it's just common sense, you know. He's not gonna if he believes that he has talent that can make him millions and millions, he's gonna hold on to that as much as he can. But some fascinating names. There's even more names here. Look. So after he was fired, right? Davis was fired in 1973 for allegedly using company funds to bankroll his son's bar mitzvah. Isn't that a bit weird? El Starmer's under Starmer's under the spotlight at the moment for was it the 20 grand to keep a roof over his son's head or something like this? But yeah, just shows you like they just look after themselves. They don't give a fuck about anyone else. It's all about money with these people. And then when they get bored of money, they start doing what Diddy did, you know. Trained by Clive Davis, might I add. He started up a company called Arista, right? And then Davis signs Barry Manilow. We all know about Barry Manilow. Aretha Franklin. What? So many here, look. Eric Howard Carmen. Expose. Ace of Base, remember them? All that she wants is another baby. Yeah, they were owned by Clive Davis. Ray Parker Jr., Alicia Keys. Damn. You like to think that Alicia didn't, but I'm afraid she did. She signed away her soul for money. Carly Simon, Melissa Manchester, Grateful Dead, The Kinks, Jermaine Stewart, Gil Scott-Heron. You know, it's just Lou Reed. It's just endless. It's just endless. Davis founded LA Face Records with LA Face with LA Reid. Now here we go. Here's another connection. So Davis founded LA Face Records with LA Reid. LA Reid is the individual that persuaded Usher and Usher's mother to send Usher to Diddy camp when he was like 13 or 14. Imagine like sending a child into a fucking cesspit like that. Well, L.A. Reid is the individual that did that to Usher. And in turn, Usher did it to Justin Bieber. So you see how it's like a generational thing. L.A. Face subsequently became the home of TLC. I don't want no scrub. Remember that? Usher. Outkast. Pink. Tony Braxton. And then eventually he founded Bad Boy Records with Sean Puffy Combs. So it's saying Clive founded Bad Boy Records with Puffy, but Puffy would say Bad Boy Records was all his idea. The Notorious B.I.G., Craig Mack, Mace. Now Mace, actually, I've been looking into him a bit because he seemed to have got away from it all about 15 years ago, 20 years ago? After he dropped the album with Diddy, he kind of vanished. And people were like, where's Mace gone? Like, Mace has just vanished off. He's gone. He's not on earth anymore. He was nowhere. But he went back to... he started going back to church and stuff like this. He gave himself back to God. So he says. And with his latest video, he's still claiming the same. That everyone needs to, separate themselves from this sort of machine that is entertainment, and get more aligned with God rather than all of these fucking sick weirdos in the music industry. Faith Evans wasn't she Biggie's ex? So yeah, it's like this is a bleeding. This is another. I think I'm down 3 rabbit holes now at this stage, just around P Diddy, because there's so much around him, so much around him. I remember this is the man as well. Look, he was the manager for Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston, and there's the video. Go look it up. Oh, actually, hang on, something else. Yeah, there's a video of Whitney Houston the night she dies in that hotel. Was it in Vegas? And there's a video resurfaced of Clive Davis sitting in the middle. Moesha, remember her? Mo to the E to the. She was on the left, and not Tony Braxton. Jennifer Hudson was on the right. And Whitney Houston comes down. She's wet, like she's soaking, like she was standing in a shower, but she was in her clothes. And she hands a note to Moesha, and Clive Davis is trying to look and see what it is, but Moesha's hiding it. And when Moesha was asked after the event what was written on the note, she wouldn't tell anyone. I'd love to know what Whitney Houston told Moesha that night. Just to know. Do you know that way? Just to know. Stop. That's my dog, sorry. There was a part here, where is it? Now, it was probably tied into the college, because I seen an LGBT reference in here. But let's go back into where's his early years, early life. Was Erasmus, and then he also had the bugger. Where is that Emperor Foy thing? Just bear with me for a second. This, yeah, Phi Beta Kappa. I think it was in here. Oh, that's annoying. there was a section in here that mentioned how there was the push for it's weird because the more I look into it, the further back this LGBT thing goes. You know, there was me thinking it was a new thing that was just pushed on humanity, but they've been at it for a long time. They've been slowly drip feeding it in bit by bit, you know, till it's just fucking everywhere. And then they start having a month every year where they can just go and do whatever in the streets. Nah, man, it's not us. It wasn't on that cap, I think, but just let me. Probably was in here somewhere. Sure, if it comes up, I'll do it. I'll put it in the next video. But there's just a little background on the guy who basically trained B Diddy in the arts of blackmail, and that was his ex quote wife end quote. And look at them shoulder blades. Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's pretty obvious.